Eneo hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from. The county or the country, in case you are out of the Republic. And by the way, yesterday it rained heavily here. Let me know whether it also rained wherever you are. Ladies and gentlemen, Rigathi Gachagua is very angry. And Rigathi Gachagua is very bitter. Rigathi is angry and bitter with the Jubilee Party. Because Jubilee Party is relaunching today. And two things are going to happen. The first thing which is going to happen is that Fred Matiangi is going to be made the party leader to replace Uhuru Kenyatta. Rigathi Gachagua and his team don't have any problem with Fred Matiangi becoming the Jubilee Party leader. The second thing which is going to happen is that Jubilee Party is going to declare Fred Matiangi as their presidential candidate for 2027. And that's where the problem is.
William Ruto anapanga kugawanya hii jamii yetu ya mlima ndio atukalie. Na nimemkataza na sitamkubalia. Na mimi najua anatengeneza mawirubaru mingi sana. Tunajua hata kwa upinzani amepanga atume watu yake wagawanye United Opposition. Hatutakubalia yeye kwa sababu tukigawanyika atatuweza.
He had to go further and even declare Rigathi Gachagua as their presidential candidate.
Candidate wetu mwaka wa 2027 ni Rigathi Gachagua. Ndiye atakuwa president wetu na ndiye atakuwa president wa jamhuri mzima.
Kura is all about numbers. We have good numbers ya kufanya Rigathi Gachagua kuwa rais wa Kenya.
Further, DCP stated that it will not.
In this video, I want us to talk about why DCP party is worried, why they are unhappy with the relaunch of Jubilee Party. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. What we do on this channel is that we analyze politics in a way you can't find in any other place. So the best thing is to subscribe. Anytime we post, you get notified. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think DCP is very angry and very bitter by the fact that Jubilee Party is rebranded? Because in all fairness, Jubilee Party is older than DCP Party. Jubilee Party ruled the mountain for 10 years. And the problem is they lost in the last election. And I don't see anything, or I don't understand why Rigathi Gachagua should feel bitter by the fact that Jubilee Party is trying to regain the region. But the fact is, Rigathi and the team are feeling threatened. Why is that happening? Allow me to play for you this clip of DCP Deputy Party Leader so that you can understand the bitterness before I reveal to you guys why they are angry and why they are bitter.
Kuhusu kufanya mapenzi na msichana ambaye ako na kisu anangoja nilale anidunge kwa kifua. Hiyo chama ambayo inazinduliwa kesho imekuja kuvunja DCP na umaarufu wa Rigathi Gachagua. And therefore the Mlima people, mimi sio kwa Mlima, mimi naweza sema jioni nitaenda Kakamega nikule ugali yangu. Hiyo chama must be warned that kama mko kwa United Opposition, msikuje kugawanisha stronghold. Tayari DCP imeshika Mlima yote, imeshika yote. Sasa mnatumwa. Kama wewe ni mtu ya Kasongo umetumwa na wheelbarrow ya red. Tomorrow they are unveiling wheelbarrow ya kala red. Kesho mkiona kitu yote inazinduliwa kesho ya red. Ya red. Ya red. Ya red. Hiyo sio chama ambayo inataka mazuri kwa party leader wetu na chama cha DCP.
The 25th day of September 2025, the DCP Kangu Aspirants Chapter have met here in Kiambu County and have resolved as follows. One, that the 2027 DCP presidential candidates and flag bearer for DCP party is none other than our party leader, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it. That is the Kiambu declaration.
That's Malala. And you can clearly tell from the tone, you can clearly tell from the body language that they are not comfortable with the launch or relaunch of Jubilee Party. Why are they not comfortable? Number one, Fred Okengo Matiangi's presidential bid is causing serious excitement in Mount Kenya. And that is the main reason why they are angry and they are bitter. In the last election, UDA party managed to sweep the entire Mount Kenya. When Rigathi Gachagua was impeached, he managed to take control of the mountain. But there's a general consensus in the mountain that yes, Rigathi Gachagua is very good. He has tamed William Ruto. But is he a good presidential candidate? That question is being asked, not here, but in Mount Kenya. And in the mountain, they've really embraced Fred Matiangi's presidential bid. But the question has always remained the Jubilee Party. Because in Mount Kenya, Jubilee Party does not have any impact. So they hope that with the Matiangi, who is exciting the mountain as their flag bearer, then they can use that to try and revive themselves in the mountain. That poses a serious challenge to Rigathi Gachagua. As long as Matiangi is a presidential candidate, the fact is aspirants will start picking on that particular ticket. Aspirants will start trooping as an alternative to Jubilee Party. And aspirants are actually what makes the party to be strong, because they'll spread the message, brand visibility will be there, the name recognition, name them. So that's something which is worrying them, because if they'll be able to get many aspirants, in 2027, some of those aspirants, if not all, some of them will win. Rigathi wants a situation where he sweeps the entire Mount Kenya. That's number one. Number two, Rigathi Gachagua fears losing the grip of Mount Kenya. Rigathi Gachagua's game plan is simple. He wants to become another Raila Odinga. So that even if he's not the president, he is influential. He cannot be ignored. So the question is, how has Raila Odinga managed always to be influential so that he cannot be ignored? The truth lies, or the secret lies, in numbers. Raila Odinga always has the numbers. If you go for an election, like in the last election, the difference between him and Ruto was around 200,000, despite the rigging claims. Which means even Ruto himself knew that maybe this guy, I defeated him. Maybe this guy defeated me. And even if I defeated him, the margin is too small, maybe his campaign was just not organized. So he has the people. That's exactly what Rigathi Gachagua has. That's exactly what Rigathi Gachagua wants. He wants to have people. He wants to have numbers. Numbers are normally found in the ballot. How many MPs are elected? How many MCs are elected? How many governors, senators? The entry of Matiangi in Mount Kenya then disrupts that for him. That is his biggest problem. Number three, there is also the fear, the silent fear of Uhuru Kenyatta's revenge. Sometimes personally, I feel very unhappy with Uhuru Kenyatta. Because even after the last election, the mountain really leaned towards Uhuru Kenyatta. That was before Rigathi Gachagua was impeached. And they were like, just waiting for Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta disappeared completely. Right now, Uhuru Kenyatta has emerged with Fred Matiangi. You don't know whether it's going to disappear again. In the last election, they suggested that Uhuru could not come out because he was a sitting president. So the thing is, Rigathi and his team fears that Uhuru Kenyatta can actually decide to revenge. Because the person who kicked Uhuru Kenyatta out of Mount Kenya was not William Ruto. That person was Rigathi Gachagua, and to some extent Moses Kuria. So Uhuru Kenyatta revenging is a problem to Rigathi because Uhuru has the money. His party, Jubilee Party, is still there, which means it can easily reactivate the networks. It has the name recognition. The mountain can easily associate themselves with Jubilee Party if he's serious. And that is the fear Rigathi has. And lastly, you see, in 2027, if opposition wants to remove Ruto from office, they will have to sit and agree on a single presidential candidate. So far, several people have announced their bids. Kalonzo, Rigathi now, and Matiangi. They'll have to agree on one. But how do you negotiate? You can only negotiate when you lay claims to numbers. A good case is Kalonzo Musyoka. You can say what you want against Kalonzo, you can hate Kalonzo, but one thing you can't take away from him is that even if he's not getting out, on the election day, the entire Kamba nation will wake up and vote in the direction he will issue to them. With the entry of Matiangi in Mount Kenya, then the questions about Rigathi Gachagua's influence, real numbers in Mount Kenya, will be put to task. Because you can only test those numbers on the ballot. In Mbeere North, the opinion polls, all opinion polls were putting his candidate at last. He withdrew that candidate. By elections are coming up here. Let us wait and see how he's going to perform. But the entry of Matiangi now complicates his negotiations based on numbers, because if you look at Mount Kenya, there's Mount Kenya East, Muturi is there. Now there's the West, which is now competing with Fred Okengo Matiangi. So he can now not come and say, you know, I have the mountain, all of them, in my basket. Because even Ruto himself is trying so hard in the mountain, although he's completely outmaneuvered, but he's still laying claims to the mountain. I don't know what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.